When people take up the game of snooker, what they like to do is have a few frames with their mates and whatever, or their friends, and just play a recreational game of snooker. I've got no problem with that at all, but if they want to improve at the game, they're going to have to get it on a table on their own, right? Look at the skills involved, isolate those skills, practice them, and then start playing the recreational games. I'm a big believer in any game. It doesn't matter what it is. If we take the analogy of football as an example, if I want to control under the ball on my chest, I don't learn to do that during a game. What I need to do now is take that one skill away from the game, practice it, hopefully perfect it, and then put it back into the game. Okay, so now that during that game, when the ball comes to me and it's going to hit my chest, I feel fairly confident of controlling it on the chest because I isolated the skill and I practiced it. Snooker is no different to all those other games. We've got to look at the skills involved. We've got to look at that skill, isolate it from the game, practice it, put it back into the game. Now here I've set up a little routine, which incidentally, if you look at one of my other videos, you'll see Karen Wilson doing, right? And quite honestly, he does it a lot better than I do. He's a top 16 professional, okay? But the idea is just to learn how to control the white ball with nice, easy pots. So here, what we've got is a nice, simple ball. I'm delivering the cue in a straight line, a nice, simple pot in the ball, stunning for the pink. And then I take the pink and play for another red. We're practicing nice little quiet stun shots all the time. It's a practice routine that top players, professionals will do just to get a feel for the table, to make sure that they're cueing well and there's no problems with their game. Me as a coach, I will be looking at the player, just seeing that he's hitting centre ball, getting through the ball well enough, and feeling comfortable with the shot. And then those skills that he's using during these practice routines, yeah, he will then take into a game. I'd like to move on to another little routine, a slightly more difficult routine, right, that for the better players will be a little bit testing. Here I've set up 15 reds in 2 lines, and this is what we call a very advanced black ball practice. So I've got the 15 reds in 2 lines that I've said, but they're obliquely set. So if I pop this red as an example in there, then this red goes. I get rid of that red and that one goes, okay? It's a very advanced practice where I've got to get the right angle on the red and indeed on the black each time so they can retain position around this area. In a proper game, if I got the wrong angle and I couldn't get on the black, I'd probably go up for the pink or the blue or even a bought colour. Here in this practice, I've not got that option. I can only play for the black ball. Probably a good idea to start with 3 reds or 5 reds or 7 reds. But quite honestly, if you can take black, red, black, red, black, red and do all 15 consistently, then quite honestly, it's time you started thinking about turning professional. So here we go, we'll give it a go. So I'm trying to pot the black, a nice quiet stun shot off the cushion, back for this first red. No side involved, just a quiet little stun shot. Centre ball striking. And here you'll see that I've managed to leave myself a nice angle on the red to get back off the cushion for the next black. Again, centre ball striking, just some regard to the pace of the shot and stun on the cue ball. Get through the ball. Again, I've managed to get the white in a nice position where it can come off the cushion. This time, just top spin on the white to try and get in this area. Again, been fortunate enough to leave myself a nice little angle on this red, off the cushion, back for the black. Now because now I've got a little bit more room between the black and the reds, I don't always have to go off the cushion and back. Here I can just find the gap here and go forward. So just a quiet little stun shot. So here I'm just playing a quiet little screw shot to retain position on the black. I'm not using the cushion this time. This time, probably a little bit too straight on the black, and this time I've got to go round the angles. Chalk your cue, don't do any silly miscues. I've played that shot quite well, landed very straight on the red. So this time I can follow through. Again, some judgment it pays. I'm just trying to leave myself a nice angle on the black. Now, the way I've done that practice, I'd be very pleased with the way it's all turned out. Okay? So it's just black, red, and so on. And like I said, if you can do all 15 reds, you know, which is very difficult practice for control around here, then it's time to think about, well, moving up a level, to be honest. It's very, very difficult practice to get right consistently. Good luck with your practice.